Can feel like you're shouting into the void, right? Well, let's figure out why. So, why do so many sales emails and calls just flop? It's a question every rep has asked. Okay, let's look at the symptoms. First up, just getting in touch. So, are you even talking to the right people? This is like step zero. Maybe your data is bad, or you're stuck talking to the gatekeepers instead of actual decision makers, or is your ideal customer profile kind of fuzzy? Maybe you're just using low quality leads. Okay, but even if you find the right person, how do you get them actually to listen? Your emails get ignored because, well, everyone's inbox is totally saturated. Standing out is tough. Generic outreach is just doesn't work. Uh, or Jack sending out like the whole bulk emails, and maybe you're hitting them at a completely wrong time. Oh, cool. All right. So let's talk about your messaging. What are you actually saying can be a huge problem or a success factor? Are you leading with the features instead of their pain, or just coming too salesy too soon? What about the subject line? If there's no clear value proposition, you've already lost. But hey, it's not always about them. Sometimes the problem is you, or well, your process. Let's talk about time and efficiency. You are probably wasting a ton of it on busy work. You spend forever on manual research or constantly switching between the apps. It kills your focus. Plus, all that admin overhead, if you're updating your CRM all the time, you're actually not selling. This brings us to process. Without one, your prospecting is just going to be totally inconsistent. Think about it. No real cadence, only prospecting when you're desperate. It's just not going to work. So we've got all these symptoms, right? Low replies, wasted time. What was the real cause? Here's the thing. All of this, in all the points, it all points back to just three core problems: wrong people, wrong message, wrong timing. That's it. Seriously, it boils down to this. So stop treating the symptoms and figure out the real root cause. So take a look. Which one of these three is your biggest bottleneck right now? And I think we got a solution that you would love. So let's move to the next part of the video, where you will actually see the value coming from what we have built for you. Before we jump into the introduction of our sales tool, I'd like to quickly walk you through. I won't take much of your time. I know sales guys are not patient. So, Scalovate, we started in 2024. We are an open source first private AI development and consulting firm. We're based out of Qatar with satellite offices in a couple of countries around the world. And you can get all of that in our contact information. The website is scalovate.com. We're going to be putting that in our description as well for this video. And in here, you can go and you can look at our services, including consulting, AI development, use cases, and our products. You can learn more about us on what we do on our website. We are completely open because we are open source focused. Bad joke. But having said that, you can learn a little bit about what we do, how we are, and whatnot. So we are predominantly focused, as I mentioned, on our private AI stack, but we also do public AI stack. We leverage that. So private AI stack sits in Cisco and Red Hat, and public stack we work with Google Cloud predominantly. Having said that, we are a product company along with our consulting and development services. So we have got a whole bunch of open source products that you can download for free. You can leverage our SaaS tool. All of these tools they run from your browser. So basically they use your browser cache. So whatever you do with the tools, you own it. We don't see it. We don't use it. We even don't we ask you to provide your own AI API key to be able to use the tools. Now, today we're going to be talking about Salezie, which I have given an extensive pitch on. So let me just go ahead and launch the app, and let's get started from there. So Salezie is built for the salespeople, by the salespeople, and we understand the pain points. We understand how much time is wasted in doing a lot of things that I mentioned a few minutes earlier. And having said that, now what we have done is we've tried to maximize the tools that the salespeople use. Usually it's just a browser and the Outlook, but and sometimes Excel spreadsheets. But we cannot take away your pain when it comes to the Excel spreadsheets, but we can take away your pain when it comes to prospecting and the time you waste in actually prospecting the customers, right? So if you want to just try it out, you can just enter the company name and the country, and you can start doing the research almost immediately. So if I say Qatar Energy right here and say Qatar and start the research, that's gonna kick in the agent almost instantly, and agent will start doing the research on your behalf for the company that you have requested for. I'm gonna shut this down because I want to walk you through something more interesting. So now also, along with these features, the pricing, and the Chrome extension. Now this is gold for you, because if you have a Chrome extension installed, which I have, we can go ahead and install it from here, from the Chrome store, which works on all the Chromium supported browsers like Edge and others. And you get, so the extension looks like this. I have to be signed in to be able to use it. So in a moment I'm going to sign in, and let me just go ahead and sign into the account. Now you can do a quick Google sign up. You don't have to go and set up your email address and whatnot. You can if you want to. So I'm signed in. Now here's my dashboard. The moment I sign in, I get to see my dashboard with 5 free searches that we give every month. So right now I've consumed 3. I'm at 60% usage, and my balance is running low. I'm on a free plan at the moment, and I get to see the recent searches that have been done, and I've got quick actions here. I can update my profile, view my history, do a new research, and I can buy more searches if I want to for $9. That's literally the price of a coffee that you drink while you're actually doing the research on your accounts or doing the reconnaissance or trying to understand what the account is about. And it just shows you a little bit of the usage pattern that you do. You can download Chrome extension from here as well. And so now, before you start using Salezie or doing the research, I know that's a fun part, but before you start doing that, what I would highly recommend you is to go to your profile first, and in here you have to mention everything that you do. Like I mentioned here, AI consulting solutions development firm headquartered in Qatar. I'm gonna just leave it like that, but you can add as much information as possible, because this is really important, because this description helps our AI to generate more relevant personalized outreach emails for your research targets. Now this is why it's important. You need to mention the company name, what vertical you operate in, and I just hit save changes, and it's going to be saved. Now once you've done that, now the most exciting part is research. So you come here, and let's go ahead. I've done a whole bunch of research on the companies in Qatar. Let me see, we can search for I don't know, Qatar Investment Authority. Now imagine I have just joined a new company, been promoted or something like that, and I've been given Qatar Investment Authority as the account that I have to target and actually go and start doing business with them. Yeah, I mean, this is on Qatar. I can put as a global as well. The scope can be global, regional, or local. And then what you need to do is or now for you, before I go there, for you now to get to Qatar Investment Authority, you need to do the recon. You need to know where what press releases were they mentioning? Who are their top people, and how do I relate my business to them super easily? Then you have to go through the strategy, and basically, we're talking about the spin selling methodology that you have to adopt, but then you have to do a whole bunch of recon before you use the spin methodology for sales, right? So here, and that literally takes, it used to take me anywhere between 2 weeks to 8 weeks to do an exhaustive research on such a large account. But I need to do the business, I need to meet my numbers. So I came here on SalezieAI, create an account, I just put the name of the company, I said start research, and the agent goes back and starts doing the work for you. Now, the AI agent that we have created in Salezie would look at everything that's publicly available. We don't look at anything. We don't even request anything. We don't say that this information brings you something very unique. No, whatever is publicly available, because this is literally what you're gonna do when you're actually doing the research. You're gonna go on Google and say Qatar Investment Authority, and then you start researching them. The Google will produce a whole bunch of results, and then you have to fine tune and look at what results are relevant for you, and then you will be able to produce something kind of like a strategy document that you have to submit to your manager what you're going to do with Qatar Investment Authority, right? So based on all of this, now this agent is actually doing it for you, and literally in a matter of a minute or maybe 60, 70, 80 seconds, something like that, it just does a whole recon for you right here. And what you now see is Qatar Investment Authority, established in 2005, protect, and all of this stuff that is publicly available. It shows you that. Press releases where Qatar Investment Authority was mentioned, you can read them if you want to. And so it brings you as many latest press releases as possible, which is publicly available, latest developments, and then their online presence. So that's their website, that's their LinkedIn page, Instagram, Facebook, rarely gives you the very accurate results, but when you're looking at the enterprise, you really need their website and LinkedIn page, so you understand what they're about. Now coming to company information, now this is where it goes a little bit deeper, and it gives you a little bit more information about where they were mentioned latest. This is a good conversation starter. Hey, I read your article where Qatar Investment Authority was mentioned there. So if you're talking to a CEO, he'll be impressed that you are prepared, right? It's all about being prepared for the salespeople before their meeting. And so the industry verticals it deals in, basically it's an investment authority. So of course it looks at all of these big things. And then Chief Executive Officer is Mr. Mohammed Saif Al Suwaidi, as it's mentioned. It brings out the results that are based again off of the internet. So if Mr. Saif has moved to another position, some other CEO has joined in past week or so, past month or so, might not get the right information, but it gets you close to your target where you are getting to, right? And this is all the information that it gives you about the people who are on LinkedIn, then the press releases, and again, it gets so now you're ready. So you're basically the time that you're going to invest for next couple of hours, maybe 3 days, maybe a week, depending on the account, depending how deep you want to go. That's what it's going to get. So that was done in less than a minute. Now, LinkedIn, this goes and looks at LinkedIn, the people who are available on LinkedIn from that particular company. It doesn't bring out everybody because we have limited it just to 10 because it's irrelevant for us to bring all the people out because you don't really you need like a few people to actually build a relationship and get started from there to build the trust in the account and position your services there. Now, the key part about this is the strategy. Now, Salezie builds, the agents of Salezie built a complete strategy. And remember what I told you just a while ago about the profile and how you should update it. Now it has picked up that information from my profile and it has given it is now giving me a summary of what my offering should look like because I'm an artificial intelligence company. So now what should be my sales approach? Again, it's completely based on the spin methodology. Many of you might have read the books about spin. Many of you might have taken the training. So we have embedded that technology and methodology right inside it, and inside the tool itself and the agents to make it more intelligent. Now, competitive advantage of Scalovate. This is where you start. So what are you doing? So QIA has got a vested interest in artificial intelligence. You're pitching yourself there. Now, what is the response rate? Again, success metrics would depend on the strategy. Now, here's the step-by-step strategy built for you. So week one, what you should be doing is gather more information, and which is already provided. Establish LinkedIn connections that you have to do yourself. Then send out an outreach email, a discovery call, maybe set up a meeting, and start building trust and relationships. Now, who you should reach out to, it's mentioning the CEO and the CFO's office, and executive director of investment valuation, and digital infrastructure, and all that stuff. And what should be the key talking points? Okay, fine, I can reach out to these people. What should I talk about? Here's your talking points. So, like in this one, is mentioning Scalovate systems expertise in artificial intelligence software development can help QIA improve its investment decision-making processes. Our solutions can help support digital infrastructure and so on and so forth. So this will be completely different for your scenario when you're using it, based off of the services you provide, based off of the customer you're looking for, and all that stuff. And then immediate next step. So send a LinkedIn connection. Of course, you have to do that first, and prepare and send initial outreach emails. Develop and share relevant content based off your products. And next 2 weeks, schedule a call and get started from there. But then the point is like, okay, fine. What am I going to write in the emails? Yeah, the first email that we have to do. So we got that covered for you. You go to outreach, and from here, we have given you a basic. I mean, you get a starting point. Again, you can like do some more research, and based on what you need to do, you can put something there. So we mentioned a couple of subject lines for you, and you can reach out to, as you know, like introducing yourself and what you want to do with them. So there's the first email. The second email should be sent in 3 days, which should be like this. Hi again, I want to follow up, so on and so forth. The third email should be after third follow-up, and fourth follow-up. So overall, you've got all of this covered, and now you can, instead of wasting like many hours, days, weeks to do your research, you've got a starting point, and literally for free. Now, the thing is like, okay, I don't want to come back to Salezie again to actually look at all of this stuff. What should I do? So you don't have to come back to Salezie again and again. Although we would love for you to come to Salezie again and again, use the tool, sell better, build better relationships, and whatnot. But again, you're busy, so you can just download the PDF, and once you download the PDF, what you can see is the entire thing that you just did, the entire research, comes to you in a PDF report that is saved now on your own PC or MacBook, whatever you use. But so company overview, details, industry verticals. So that the entire report that was prepared by the agent is now with you. Now, what this does for you? This helps you prepare a proper account strategy. You can take this to your management, your line manager, maybe your sales director, your chief commercial officer. Sit with them and discuss, hey, this is what I've discovered about this account. So it's all about discovery and reconnaissance, and now you know the account better. And then we have got some talking points. Then if you remember these properly, you'll be able to talk better. You'll be able to relate to the customer very easily, and you'll be able to discuss a lot of things that they might be looking at for future, for present, can be anything, right? So you will be able to have a sort of a very engaging conversation, a trust building kind of conversation, because customers love it if they know that you have come prepared, that you understand. Right now, very similarly, I just want to quickly touch on the Chrome extension. So if I may go to another website, let's say we go to Qatar Energy website. I'll just Google it, hit Qatar Energy, and if I'm seeing this here, that's the website that I'm on, and this account has been recently assigned to me, and my management wants me to do all sorts of recon and understand all about it, right? So I don't have to go really to SalezieAI website again and again, sign in and all that stuff. Rather, I'd have the extension installed. So I'm looking at their website. I'm thinking what and how should I strategize with these guys, right? So just hit the extension. It'll detect which website you're on right now, and then all you need to do is hit research this company. Now, the previous searches that we just did for Qatar Investment Authority, you saw that, right? So because I'm signed with the same account, it's showing me that I've done the research. Previously, I did for Qatar Energy as well. I love these companies. So it's showing me that the previous two researches that I did in my history, recent searches, I can pay my bill. Of course, it goes back to the website, but again, you can view my dashboard. But here, the important thing is you just hit the research this company, and it's going to start doing the same research. It's going to open the website with you sign in, and you don't have to type anything in there, and you just need to hit the button research, and it's going to start doing the same research again. So having said that, that's all about SalezieAI, and I hope my colleagues in sales and my foes in sales, of course we all compete for the same cause, right? So friends and foes in sales should find this useful. Again, I'd like to quickly touch base on the pricing. You don't have to be scared. Free plan is a generous 5 searches, which is per month, which gives you like decent account planning in you're gonna hit 5 accounts on a good month. So it's gonna get you prepared in like about an hour. Then you've got a full month to actually work on that. And then if you want more searches, you just pay like one-time fee of $9. You get 20 searches, and you work with them for a month or you work with them for a year. That's up to you. And whenever you want to do the research again, you just come and pay that $9 plan, and you start doing you do your 20 researches, and then that's it. So there's no subscription. There's no, like, we don't want to put you in any sort of like strings that, hey, you have to be with us for this time and whatnot. No, nothing like that. No subscription, nothing whatsoever. We have made it as flexible as possible, and $9 is something you spend in a coffee shop and actually sipping coffee and doing the research. So this helps you do it way faster. Anyway, so this is all about our latest tool. I hope my sales community would enjoy it, and I would find it useful, and happy selling.